What it do, my peoples? It's your boy, BH Brother 718. And I'm live with Madden LFL20 online head-to-head play. Trying to get these W's. Support your boy, man. Currently 10-5. Have took some losses, but you know, it is what it is. Let's work it. I don't think it worked.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Houston Texans. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Let's put it on 19. All right, let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And that is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement.
These dudes will try anything, man.
With your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Cover 4 palm.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
It's just me. Here go 46. 41, hold on. Check 41. Hey, let's get gun. Get off the field, D. 41, Mike.
Prescott on 1st down. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 47
yards, Mr. Coop.
Strike first here on their opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they've made it pay off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Watson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The sack by Robert Quinn. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fowles. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 43. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 54.
They'll run with Miller. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
This is it. Watch the ball. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Tight dog. 29. 25. He's mine.
Like the fucking ball, man.
That's going to send him back 5 yards.
Finish set. 19. So we got man. Slay. 59. Same. Check 26. You got tight right there. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot.
Here's Watson now on second down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
I got you. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Watch the eye. Bang, 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 bang. Check. 9. Check. 54. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Double dog.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A first down carry now for Miller. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
He's crashing. Hey, 59. Check 50. Check 50.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Yes, Levy.
Mike, 55. Right there. Look, 55. Hey. Alert 3. 59. Check.
Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A first down carry by Allen. A gain of 3, second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
3 buzz.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott.
Let's go.
And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head scratcher there.
Let's go.
And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 55.
From the gun, Watson. Wide open receiver complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Oh, that.
Reset. 19. 54. Pick it out, guys. Pick it up. A little flare. Put it down. That's it. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check. Lucky. I got motion.
On 1st down, it's Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Reset. 19.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Check.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal.
Watch twist. Check 9. Check 3. Slam. 24 is down, he's coming. Play 31. Check 25. And go.
Here's Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
This guy's a fucking douchebag,
coaches
man.
insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up
Fucking
yardage.
dork, man. Yo, Hezzy, what's going on? Yeah, I'm off the Raiders for a little bit, man. I'll get back to him. Just want to start getting everything at least used to the defense. Let's see.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 925. Switch. He's in the pass. He's checking.
Now a first down throw. Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And brought down, but able to get it to
See, I don't be having enough time to do what I want to do.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first
with
down.
the Raiders because they're not so good. So it's not allowing me to really get my practice on like I want to. Know the buttons, get used to the buttons and the players and stuff like that.
They ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Watson. This is caught. That's good for 28 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Oh, Fitz ended up making the playoffs?
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage.
Did you just see
Back
that?
into 6. That's going to go as a loss
Did you
of
just
4.
see
He'll
that?
be second down.
Little bum ass gap
Well, that's the
play.
big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Watson. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in
I need to
this
score a
3rd
touchdown.
quarter.
Yeah, I ended up beating them twice in the regular season, but that Raptor squad is pulling on now.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check 31. Check 31. Check 4. Check 4. Shift. Watch the shift. Deuce, 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 deuce. Check 13. Check 13. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. Out, out, out. Alert. Shift, shift.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist.
How was he not in there?
And that means 4th down. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Line 55. Line 55. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. 55. Come on, truck. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand.
I'm going to bring the heat because if I'm not mistaken,
the offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that block's secured before they
there we
slide.
go.
Looking for Cooper.
There we go.
Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will have a touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
I don't think so. I didn't hear anything about it. See, this is why I need a team outside of the Raiders to counter some of the dumb shit that these guys be doing.
As this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Okay, that'll work. Good curl.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
41's the mic. Check, check 41.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt With a big-time sack on
Green Bay
third
has
down, it's a loss of 7.
Yeah.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal.
Yeah, there's a good bit of team that got
so 2 remaining.
hold on, let me try this thing here.
In this third quarter.
I want to see if I can get this cover 4 palms to work.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it here.
There we go. Got the cover 4 palms to
He's
work.
going to go down again.
Yeah, Browns is lethal. Rams got a lethal secondary with a good rush defense. Texans, Chargers. Who else? Patriots. Patriots got a good secondary, but their pass rush is not that good. $11-5. All right, steady going. See, and meanwhile, while I'm messing with this here, it's going to allow me to jump back into MUT, because I will be jumping back into MUT real soon. But at least I'll be heavily prepared. Oh, is it? What oh, matter of fact, there you go right there. 85 overall Jim Brown.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City.
I finally get a different team to play
Stadium.
other than Cowboys or the
Houston,
Rams.
and a second ago, it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
See how good it is against the Rizon.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play.
Here we go.
And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
I got you. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The first
I don't know what play that was, but that was dope as fuck.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
They'll run with Coleman on first down. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 59 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Hatchet. To the car. Go, go. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here's Watson, operating from the gun. Trying to force it to Hopkins.
I knew it should have been fucking circle, man. Thought he was gonna fucking bait
and
off.
They will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Try it again. Fuck it.
Here we go. Here we go. What do you need? All day, pull. Tie that left. Tie that left. Everyone got four. Four down. 13. 13. Check three. Check three. Get hot.
On 1st down, Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Had that shit, man. Snipe that.
28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Okay, some people
Just
call it a
missed
shuffle
it.
pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there, able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
They'll run on 1st down.
All right,
It's
that
Coleman.
one I can't do that play with that.
Across the chalk into the end zone.
They line up
It's a
so
49er
differently.
Touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Tighten down. Tighten down. There you go. Undercrush. Undercrush. Mike 5-4. Here we go, team.
From the 36, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Check. Hey, 59. 56 to Mike. 57. I got it.
Watson now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Miller. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down.
56 right there.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Back. Switch. Check 20. Hey, 59. Kill. Hey, 59. Hey, turn it up.
Watson with a give to Miller. And he struggles to get a yard here. Maybe
Yo,
a
go to the
yard
table
down
with
to
the
the
quarter
31.
now.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Hey, what's the tap? 59, 19, 54. Squeeze, double. 59. Orbit.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
What's that? 19 and 24. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
You think you gonna get this? Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. 24. Put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check 37. Joker.
Now Watson throwing on 3rd and long. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Check. Watch 54. It's a party now. Shit. Check. 54.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Mike is set. 19. 31. Tight to the right, boy. Tight to the right. Move. 31. Watch the ship. Alert. Watch the ship. Whip. Watch the whip. Kill.
From the 17, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things.
54. Come. Off. Mike's 54. Mike's 50. Alert. They gonna need some therapy after this. Check nickel. Under 10. 10. Check 43. Watch the twist.
From the gun on third, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kiki QT there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal.
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here we go. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the flood. Motion, punt. Hey, alert.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Set, 19, check 55, 54. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. And no timeout.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Garoppolo now. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
13.
Now Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing again on second down. Watson. Flushed out right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Hey, I need one.
Out of the gun, Watson. Finding Fells complete. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Stop your whining. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. 36, 36. Watch the safety creep. Slam, slam. Hey, let's go.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
54, right there, 54, Mike.
On first down, Watson. Fells has it, left side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, 31. 54, check, check, watch 54.
Watson. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers, and you know you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness.
Concrete.
That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
Watson on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Check 26, check 59. Mike spot forward. Let's go tight end. Let's go right here now. You go 59. You got tight right there. Check. Check.
Throwing again is Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found it.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms, because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
Set. 19. 59. Hey, tight.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Again, it's Miller. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. 3 quarters have come and gone, and that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Watch the eye. Bang, 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 bang. Super. Jack. Go. Check. 24.
They turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 2 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you, and make sure they touch it.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
12. I got you. Check 55 for Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 6.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5.
Say what? Oh.
Here we go. Hey, gun. Wait, 80. 21. Here we go.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Oh, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch twist. Alert 3.
After the interception, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario,
Here we go.
get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo, screenplay, McKinnon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jones on the return. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Mike, 19. Silver. Alert. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the slant. Watch the slow. He's coming. Double up.
Watson now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Come on. Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the slant. Kill. That's it.
He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling, because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Bandit. Mike 31. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Watson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now it's Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Reset. 18. Right there. 54 Mike. I got 36. Check. Fresno. Out we go.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Right there.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Get set. 18. 20 points down. He's coming. You. Mike, check. 59. I know he ain't got it. Watch twist. 54. Slam.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
The Texans on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. They'll go with a draw. Watson hands to Miller. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a big one coming here for Kaimi Fairbairn. This to potentially send us to overtime. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Okay.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
21. Hey, gun. 55. You might be getting tired of seeing me. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Hey, let's go. 3 buds.
Garoppolo to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. J.J. Watt getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, That gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce them, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Check 55, Mike.
Now on 2nd and 16. Garoppolo. Room here to run. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Set. 19. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Hey, 59. Line up.
On 1st down, Johnson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike 54. Mike 54. Danny.
Now Watson, his first throw of OT. Oh, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets them 9. This being their 2nd opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few 1st downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, Coleman now. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute
fucking
silence
bomb.
here
Good
as
game.
they win it on the road.
I had my chances.
Overtime.
I'll be right back. Short break. Zach, what's going on? What's going on, man? 11-6. Should try my Giants now.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mahomes dropping
So
one
far,
to
we in the
Williams
flats.
here.
We like
And
the
they will
flats.
only muster a yard here to the 38.
We
They followed up the gain of 5
like
by only getting
flat.
1 there on
Flat.
2nd down.
Flat.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Oh, boy.
He picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
Here we go. 4th down, Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 62 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
He fucking hits
And his
this
guys are going to take
first,
over
man.
at the 21-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball, let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a full 3. Yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Mahomes going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Golf will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Switch! He's checking. Crash! Slam!
Ric Flair.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley.
So, Ty, you just couldn't just squeeze through there for the TD. Because that was going to be a TD, bro.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Shelly. Crash. Hey, 5. Hey, exit.
Shoot.
Goff now looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Show it up. Show it up. Check 31. Check 31.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And got a man. It's Woods. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Watch the shit. Deuce.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
180.
No. I got you, son. I got you. You're all up, baby. You're all up.
Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check 13. Check 13.
Spons. No.
12.
Hey, alert 3. Out.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Shit. He's coming. We got double up.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
I'm going to do that again. I think it's because I hit the run commit shit by accident.
72 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing on 3rd, gone. And that's caught left side, it's Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
180. Hey, here we go. Staying open.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained very well.
Hey, 20. 44.
Hey, pick your game up. 44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. Value 3. Hold on. Check. Motion.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Yes, sir.
Mike,
DC.
Check 3. Check safety.
Just beating the play clock is Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Why did he stop and didn't continue to the sideline?
The 23-yard
Oh
line.
my God, that's killing
And
me.
Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a
He's gonna go
quarterback's
right
head and
back to
figuring out,
the cover
okay,
4.
where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Going up top.
Okay,
He's got
yeah,
a man.
he's definitely not
Complete.
playing
The 20.
playing their positions,
By
man.
Kansas City, touchdown.
We'll give up on that one. Hey guys, come on. All right, go over there. Ava.
EA Sports
Over there by the
coverage of the
other side.
National
Away from my thing.
Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Houston Texans. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
It is not raining outside, you guys.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Dude, what's going on with this guy?
Set. Get a 20. 22.
Down to lose one. Mike, 55. 55. Go.
On first down at Stafford. Amendola catching it left side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So they get the completion. That's good, but Charles, probably not good to get hit on the first play of the game.
No coaching staff ever wants their quarterback hit on any passing play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there that sometimes when they get hit early, gets the juices flowing, and they get right into the game.
59.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. He's got a first down and then some.
Everybody with the pitches, man. Oh, he scored a touchdown, dude.
Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, 65 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Stop. Listen, you guys, man. You guys need to stop.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time.
Get on these fucking cover. You guys are pissing me off, man.
And try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Ava, I said get from underneath the cover.
From the 30 on second down, Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he'll be
hey, Daniel, what's going on? Yeah, this is for the PlayStation 4, buddy.
Midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check, he's coming. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Check, go back.
From the gun, here's Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Strong right. Check. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40. Here we go. Switch. Check 24. Check 24.
To the air yet again, Watson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Kill.
Hey, 59.
Check 37. Joker.
Hey, 55.
After the sack on first down.
Oh my God, yo.
Pressure again, and down he goes again.
Mid blitz. Killing myself here, BX.
Pounds of power for the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
SOS. Check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Trey
Copy that.
Flowers.
What mode you normally play, man, when you hop on?
Afternoon. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Throwing again. Stafford completing it to the right side. Johnson.
I had that.
Able to
Had him in the
across the
post.
10 to the 15. 12 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll run it with Johnson. He's got a first down. It's the 30. He's hit the 50.
All right, I got to stop trying
He's
that shit
hit
on
the
these
30.
damn plays.
20. Touchdown, Detroit. Carry on Johnson, 85 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Prater on to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Dirty Dan 23-17. All right, just you know what? When you get on, send me the friend request. BX Brothers 718_TV. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to put that somewhere in my stream.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Maybe take off the follow the Instagram
You're
one.
down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
I'm darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 77 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What, 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Keep playing.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Come on, man. Pick it up. Kill.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside
How
here
did I
in
get
this
into the
second
dime?
quarter.
Hey, what?
53.
Hey, come here, be nice, buddy.
Hey, check right. Hey, Delta.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he takes this one in for a Lions.
Yo, Anthony, what's going on? Hey, I'm just getting some head-to-heads right now.
Jones, 54 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Mir. Get.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Push
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
I'm going to come back to you.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A gain there of 21 yards.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, watch it. Watch it.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Why? What's with this boy?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here I come. Here I come.
Hey, high 7.
Now it's Stafford. Amendola's got it, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Hey, 54.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Mike 55.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Here we go. Here we go.
Second and 10, Stafford again. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And James has it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Here we go.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey. Really, stay together with.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You go to now. Come to the floor.
Check hot route. Hot. Begin.
Watson from the gun, he'll throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun, Watson, and nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the end. Bang, bang.
To throw is Watson. Throwing again. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Blue there.
26.
Check.
26.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Don't get nervous.
He's crossing. He's trying.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Johnson. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet.
Alert 3.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. That Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
I know, man.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Stay 50, stay 50.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. He finds his man Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready. Yellow 80. Yellow 80.
Check, check. Lucky.
C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Set. 80. 40 got. 40 got.
Kill.
Now the second-year man from South Dakota State. It's Zach Zenner. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Mike 41. We've got to wedge that. Coming. 10. Hey, Haywood. Watch the backer. Watch the backer. 41's coming. 41's the Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford, left side completion to Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, Johnson. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They go to Johnson again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
You better be afraid of me. Check.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Hey. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. All day, every day, any day. Hey, easy.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
We got this.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Mike 31. Mike 51. Mike 51.
He's back to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Come on, hop.
Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game.
That was you right there, boy.
Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away, but you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now it's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Watch twins. Watch twins. 51's the mark. 51's the mark.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Watson now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Throw left side complete to QT. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
51's the mark. 51's the mark. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
One last throw here for Watson. Now a desperation throw deep down. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long.
Can't win them all, Brandon.
Field.
Say my name, say my name. I don't want to. What am I? 11 and what? 11 and 8. All right, we got to get back on the iron horse here.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. That's fielded in the end zone, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Space to maneuver at the 40, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Get the ball. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. No. Switch.
And the former Heisman winner. This is Mark Ingram. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Let's go. 70 ending. Mike, 58 right there. Oh, yeah.
On 2nd and 9. Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ingram. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Mario, you want a game with me, man?
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with
send me a friend request. VXBrother718_TV. Actually, I'll type it to you.
Long enough for me to get there, and that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Natson. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let me type it in.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Send me that friend request.
He's checking. Crash. Slam.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
He's coming. He's coming. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Well, hey, we're going Mike 40. Mike 40.
Here's Gall. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Get away from there. Turn the thing back on and get away from there. Yo, oh my God, these kids are killing me today, man. They're killing me. They really killing me.
Squeeze. I don't think you got it, son. Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40. Here it comes.
On first down, Gall. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
I shouldn't have did that
Going
shit.
to Woods, but that pass
I
is
ain't dumb shit.
intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Try to get it to Woods. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
58 to Mike. 58.
Now it's Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Man open left side is Brown. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20.
All right, copy that. I'm about to go on my app right now and accept
good
that.
for 14 there and a 1st down.
I knew he was going there too.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
58 to Mike. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
From the gun, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. It's complete to
Right
Brown,
there.
right side. And he'll go out. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson flushed out right. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. From the gun, Jackson. And they're going to get to him. A sack.
Let's go.
Sack back at the 9-yard line. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jackson going to throw again. Bust through the tackle. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Corey Littleton, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 30 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. You rush. 40's Mike. 40's Mike.
From the gun, here's Goff. Airing it out deep for Woods. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe 1 completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson over the middle here to Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
I'm going to run you over.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
All right, I'm too much multitasking, man. I got to get up out of here.